Yo, you watching EmceeTV The Podcast, coming at you live from EmceeTV Studios in Des Moines, Iowa. As always, with me, my bro.
This your boy, Big Ray West, B-I-double-G, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast. And, they know.
And today's extra special guest is...
Tripp Shelton, one-man gang. Just hanging out with y'all. I'd like to commit to maybe we can do this twice a month or once a month or something. I'm really gonna try to force myself to put my face in front of a camera more often and just see what happens, because people seem to like it. I don't know why, but we're gonna see what comes.
I think you do know why, man. It's what you say. It's unfiltered. It's raw. You know what I'm saying? And
I will keep it raw and real. That's all I can promise. You know, I don't know everything, but I'll be honest every time I get in front of this motherfucker for sure. So
yeah, you appear comfortable talking about things that are uncomfortable to a regular person.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Man, all right. So the feed's coming in kind of slow.
I was weak.
My shit was good, man. Yesterday was cool. I threw a bunch of shit on the barbecue, and we had a couple people over and just kind of kicked it. How about you guys?
Right?
Man, we did it big yesterday. So, the 4th of July is my father's born day, the memorial. So we celebrate the memorial of him passing away and, his born day and shit. And I was busy, dog. I had smoked 8 racks of ribs, motherfucking did 40 burgers, probably 30 brats, 30 dogs. We had collard greens, mac and cheese, baked beans, potato salad. Man, it was chaos in a good way though.
Oh, yeah. I don't do anything for the 4th. I actually don't celebrate any holidays, but I've been off work this week. So earlier in the week, I did a little spin down through Missouri. I went to KC and I went to Mexico, Missouri, which is where the elders in my family are from. I hadn't been there since I was like 8 years old, so I just wanted to check it out. And there's absolutely nothing there. It's a folk town. But man, I hadn't been to KC really in about 7 years, and I don't know what changed, but KC got dingy. Like KC is like a loose wife beater that you've had on for 2 days. You know what I mean? Like KC needs a power wash. What happened to Kansas City, man?
Folks in Kansas City are clicking thumbs down right now.
Hey, I need somebody to explain like what happened. I thought I loved KC. It's a little dingy. I don't know what happened. Something changed.
Have you been to St. Louis?
Not in a very long time.
Well, were you in KCK or KC Mo?
KC Mo. Yeah.
Okay.
I had one of the best times of my life there in like 2019, and it don't feel the same. I don't know. It need a little power wash.
Yeah. So for me, I love Kansas City, but it's not based off of the infrastructure or the beauty in the parks and the recreation. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's more. I'm a more put it in the air guy, get something to eat. So it's got barbecue places, every single place, you know what I'm saying? Everywhere. They got dispos everywhere, open music venues everywhere. Live music is happening. So that's why I love KC.
But that's what I go for. I go to eat and drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't always indulge in the THC. So
for sure.
I overcompensate by drinking, but yeah, I like to eat and drink. That fucking Gates barbecue is ass juice, though. I can't believe it gets hyped like that. That shit is bad, bro. I can't believe it's hyped like that. That shit is terrible, bro.
What kind of barbecue? Who do you like down there?
I ain't really found one down there that I fuck with. I don't know. If someone's got a recommendation, I'm not shitting on all Kansas City barbecue. I would love for you to tell me where to go, because I'd like to go back with a power washer.
And I wouldn't say that's an unpopular opinion. There's a lot of folks on the side of the fence that they don't understand the hype about Gates. That's not the first time I heard that. Yeah. With me, it's like you either love it or you hate it type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Something where the quality changed as the popularity grew, because I know that happens sometimes. When you've got to kind of mass produce more, like
So they got different locations, and different locations have different specialties. They do different things.
Okay.
So
And
every Gates location isn't, you know what I'm saying, at the same line. Everybody do shit differently.
And I would agree that, you know, as Tech Nine put a lot of focus on it, you know, with the Gates mix plate a handful of years ago, that I think that a lot of people were like, oh, well, if Tech's talking about it, you know, I mean, this must be the spot that everybody goes to in KC, if that's what the natives are
It
talking
got a
about.
lot of hype from that for sure too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Popper got involved with it too. He did a big deal with him. But the one
Rich
that was
the Factor got in on that too. Nothing but gate sauce to a boss.
Yep.
You know
Oh, Ray, I thought of something pertaining to you as a Laker fan.
Uh-oh.
No. So I told you, me and my girl swung through Mexico, Missouri, where
Absolutely.
like my family's from. I don't know if you know, but like their biggest celebrity or sports person is Tyronn Lue. And
Okay, yeah.
Tyronn Lue has like completely revamped their whole like damn near education system, from what people tell me. Like that's a motherfucker that has really gone back to where he's from and really invested in the community, because that's a tiny place. It's a population of 11,000, but they say like Tyronn Lue has spent hella money in that place. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's
so
dope.
I just thought that, you know, you as a Laker fan,
Yeah. That's an awesome
Yeah.
Snapple cat fact for sure, you know.
Right.
We got a couple
Everything.
comments that slid in on us real quick. So we're on here with Tripp Shelton, Big Ray Weston, your boy Wilson from EmceeTV. We're just sitting here shooting the shit on Sunday. We got a comment from Kodak's432. That's my little brother Cap. He said Tripp is a Des Moines legend. Frank Mankloke hit us. Frank Mankloke hit us with a string of emojis with the blue heart, the handshake.
What up, Frank, man?
Yeah. So we got some local love out here. Frank Mank says, shout out to the Lakers.
You know it.
So talking Lakers, LeBron has not announced where he's going yet, and there's a lot of speculation.
He ain't had enough. Nothing. Everybody ain't jerked him off enough yet. You know how it's gonna be.
There were some other people that said
not
that.
enough fanfare yet. Nobody jerking him off enough.
There were some people that said he
fucking guy, man. Don't get me started on this nigga.
So ideally in Tripp's world, how do you think this free agency should have played out? Once he announced that he wasn't returning to the Lakers, what should have been his next step ideally to you?
I mean, if I'm being honest, he's not actually doing anything wrong. It's
okay.
just
Thank you.
Everything with him is going to be this elongated song and dance.
Yes, sir.
You know, he wants that 2010, you know, wine me, dine me shit, you know, and you know, when he went to the Heat, he wants that experience. And it's just like, dude, just pick a team and let's move on to the next thing. But you know, it's not going to be that simple. There's going to be a pump fake here and some fanfare and a almost and a, you know, they're gonna be tracking private plane logs and shit to try to figure out. You know, it's just gonna be. I can't wait till this nigga retires. And you know what? Most Laker I'm not a Laker fan. Most Laker fans that I know share that sentiment. Like they're just ready for this shit to be over.
So the temperature of the Lakers fan base is LeBron is respected. He did bring the franchise another ring. Okay.
Yeah.
But we do feel that, I'm not going to say we, but majority of Laker fans that I know feel like LeBron's time with the organization is up.
It's heavy, isn't it? Isn't it just heavy? Like it's just this thing.
It is. A lot comes with it. A lot comes with it. And you pay max price every year for it. You know what I'm saying? It messes with your flexibility. And at this point, he's 42 years old. He wants the Kobe deal or better at that age. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're at 42, Bron. We're not going to give you 50 million, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now, he's
about to go somewhere else and take the minimum, probably though.
Is there a curveball? Is there a curveball where he goes, guess what? We ended up coming to an agreement. You know what I mean? Like,
he's done.
You think it's done?
Yeah. He done.
It's
if
just
anything, it'll be a sign and trade or some type of shit like that, but he ain't coming to play.
Okay.
I don't have a comparable situation as a sports fan where like one dude was bigger than the program, but it sucks when you have to put make LeBron happy first, winning second. You know, you can't just always do the thing that is most conducive to winning. You got to make sure LeBron's happy first, and it's just I would hate that as a fan. And for the record, when he was a free agent in 2010 for the first time, I did not want him to come to the Bulls.
Yeah.
But if he wanted to win, that was the place to go. That team had the best record in the Eastern Conference without him on it and with him on the Heat. So if you take him off the Heat and put him on the Bulls, especially if he brings like D Wade, they're probably counting championships. And then if you want to get into the butterfly effect, maybe D Rose never gets hurt because maybe they're blowing that team out in that game and he's not even in there. You know, it's just if it was all about winning, that would have been the easy path. The not 6, not 7, that's probably where it really would have happened in Chicago if that's what they wanted to do.
So if you could get in his ear right now, where would you tell him to go?
Hell.
Oh my God.
Ouch. Ouch.
No, I don't know. I can't even act like I follow the NBA that closely anymore. So
Yeah.
For me to sit here and act like I know the best fit, I don't know. The only sport that I'm laser locked in on is football. I'm a very casual NBA fan, so I won't ever talk like out over my skis because I don't know the pulse of the whole league and all that like I used to when I was a kid. So
last I heard, they're talking about Minnesota was interested.
Oh shit.
The Knicks are interested. Miami's interested. Cleveland is interested. And
76ers, I think.
I think I was about to say Philly. I think Philly. Yeah.
Just for like sense of history, you could almost see him playing for Philly or New York just because they're, you know, those kind of historic franchises, you know, even though they haven't won a ton. It would seem right for him to have his last chapter in one of those. But
and
I'm more of the cliche back home. You know, if you left the Lakers and he did, like, fuck it. Go
and that
back
makes
to
sense
Cleveland again. Yeah, do your third run there. Fuck it.
That makes sense too.
I did hear, and I don't know if you said this, Ray. I wasn't paying attention well enough. I was trying to read the comments as well. We had a couple come through. Golden State, I think, was in there. You might have said that. And then I think somebody said the Nuggets too. I don't know how realistic those were. Maybe those were just things.
They were. I heard the Nuggets, but I feel like I heard Golden State is out.
Okay.
I feel like
Ron and Steph teaming up seems like the most blasphemous thing because they really.
It's too late.
Okay, like if LeBron, the GOAT or whatever, like Steph got 4 rings in your era. So, you know what I mean? How can you join? I don't know. Niggas, there ain't enough hate in the game like it used to be.
You're right. You're right.
There's not mortal enemies no more. You know?
You're right.
You need that bird magic shit again, huh?
Yeah, I need a real hate. Where they finally come together on the Olympic team, they looking at each other sideways a little bit, you know?
Okay, so I'm gonna use this to segue into another lane real quick. You're talking about hate, and there's not enough hate in the game. Let's talk about rap beef. You know what I'm saying? Rapping on wax, and you know, how do you feel about rappers getting on records? You know what I'm saying? And you know, making a diss record or saying somebody's name and not actually having real beef with them. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, how does that all go?
I think there's 2 planes that beef can travel on. And you can have the type of beef where it's just like, hey, motherfucker, I think I'm better than you at rap, and let's get out here and duel. Let's it's like fencing, you know.
Yeah.
Let's test our skills and see who's really better.
Healthy
but you don't actually wish each other harm. And then there's beef that's actual beef where you're gonna have those incidents where motherfuckers end up in the same spot and somebody gets stabbed. And I think both are okay, but I think you have to establish the rules of engagement in the early process. And I wish I had an example ready to go, but there's times when you know a motherfucker's just like jabbing another MC like, hey, I think I'm better than you, and I want you to prove me wrong. And that's just gamesmanship, and that's part of it, and it's part of the sport. I love that, you know?
Yeah.
But I also don't mind when motherfuckers get actually harmed in real life. That's beef. That's also part of real life. So,
well, I mean,
so go ahead, Steve.
So the most recent huge one was Kendrick and Drake, and we saw that go to national attention, global attention. Do we honestly
that was good
think
for the game?
Yeah, Without a doubt, a lot of people said that, and people are even, I think, trying to implement tactics like that now, and kind of drive their sales doing the same thing. Do we think that if Kendrick and Drake were accidentally in the same hotel, you know what I mean, and come to meet up in the lobby as they was checking in, do you think shit really would have went down?
I think their entourages would make it go down, because I don't think either one of them actually want to harm each other. They just have entertainment disagreement,
competition and skill.
I don't think those guys actually want harm, but when you have groups like this, and this happens at the street level too. It doesn't have to be rap, but you've got a main dude, and you got a bunch of other dudes around who want to prove loyalty to them. They would be the ones to set it off and make something
entourages.
All right, so then we can take it back decades to the Tupac and Biggie beef, and they were, and I've seen the documentaries where they said they had to have hip hop police because they had to make sure that they weren't staying in this is why I used that analogy earlier. They had to make sure they weren't staying in the same hotel room, because if they were, bystanders could get harmed because shit could legit pop off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was, Hit 'Em Up is an iconic diss track, probably one of the top diss tracks in the game. You know what I mean? That's up for debate, but
can we debate that real quick?
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of the best diss verses of all time, but it's one verse, and do we really ever pay any attention to anything the Outlaws say? Like, ever? It's a skip. It's like Bravehearts. You just the song's over after Tupac. So if Pac would have come back,
the average fan probably does like that, what you just said.
Yeah, one of the best diss verses ever, but I don't know if you can call it a whole track, because once Tupac is done, the track's done. In my opinion,
I agree with that.
That's something I always wanted to say in a public format, because
I agree with that. I think that I'll say it too. I think Hit 'Em Up is an overrated diss track. I think it was. I think what makes it memorable was the high level of disrespect. Like, we're not used to hearing people talk that blatantly disrespectful about another man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the part I like of it, because I'm not
value.
a person that thinks Tupac is some greatly skilled MC, but you can make up for it a little bit by being that fucking direct. And if there's one thing that man had, it was delivery. And that was, you could feel it was real.
We got a comment that slid in. Cap said he thinks Pac's got 2 verses on there. I was trying to remember.
Does he?
Yeah.
Does he? Okay.
He does come back.
I thought he just comes back like more talking.
Nope, he comes back rapping.
Oh, that's right, he does. Yeah, but see, Outlaws make you turn the shit off.
He said, I didn't make it to that part.
It's like anytime when there's one of those big compilation tracks, once you hear Birdman, you know the song's over. And whoever's stuck after Birdman, too bad for you. We're done here.
I think, like I said, I think Hit 'Em Up did his job. It was super disrespectful and shit, but I'm one of the. I lean towards no Vaseline. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube taking out the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? By himself. You know what I mean? Didn't need nobody else to rap. And I'm a fan of that. I think Ice Cube, No Vaseline, or Eazy-E's Real Motherfucking G's. Like, them are my 2.
That's one of my favorites.
That's a nail. That's a nail in the coffin.
Boy, if that beat come on right now, you better get somewhere safe. You better get somewhere safe, boy. I can't control myself when that shit come on. I do think there's a conversation to be had with diss records where I feel like it's got to have the proper magnitude. And the reason I say this is one of my favorite diss records is Eminem Grandfather Rap.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good,
Benzino.
But Benzino's just this punching bag, so it don't have the magnitude. It don't feel, because he's just beating a punching bag that can't hit back. So, but it's such a thorough fucking diss, and it's so well done. But you can't put it on that Mount Rushmore of diss records, because it's not a formidable opponent. It
that
can't be
hard too, boy.
Because Jay-Z's on the other end.
Ether, yeah. Ether's hard. Cap jumped in there. He said Mickey Fax's diss to Royce the 5'9" was pretty fire. I mean, when you get them battle rappers in there, they come from that. You know what I mean? So when you get
Beans and Jada was throwing some grenades at each other for about 2 years. Some rocket launchers was going off between them two. And a lot of them aren't even official songs. They're like when motherfuckers was going to Hot 97 and dissing each other, but it's fantastic quality. So, and that's two heavyweights. You know, that has the proper magnitude. When you got two vicious, it's King Kong and Godzilla type of shit. That's what's up.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that Royce the 5'9" when he did D12 and Eminem? That Malcolm X.
Malcolm X.
Shit heated up.
And Royce is one of my favorite MCs, so I might have a little bit of bias. I love Royce, man. Royce is in my top 5.
Has anybody seen an update on his vocal situation? Because I know he had like something wrong with his larynx or whatever, and he was having problems even talking for a minute.
Is that what happened to Beans?
Beans got in an accident, a car accident.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, let me see if I can pull something up on it while we're shooting the shit here. I don't know if I've seen anything recently on it, but I know that there was something that dropped a while back that was talking about he had I don't want to call it a disease if it wasn't one, but he had something going on where he had an injury or something. So Royce the 5'9" publicly revealed that he has been battling a neurological condition called lingual dystonia, a rare disorder caused involuntary muscle contractions and spasms in his tongue and face, directly hindering his ability to speak and record music. That was from Google's AI.
Nigga's bars were so raw, his body literally could not handle it. That's how nice that nigga is. His body rejected how raw his shit is. I love Royce.
Shit.
I fucking love Royce.
That was announced around November 5th, 2025, through the Detroit News. Looks like it's probably one of the most official articles to cite for that. Yeah, man. Prayers for Royce. Hopefully he comes back from that one because, I mean, he's definitely one of the nastiest on the track. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That bad meets evil shit is definitely, you know, two MCs steel to steel.
Yep.
Man,
I love Death is Certain. I think a lot of people don't fuck with that one. I love Layers. Book of Ryan.
Yeah.
There it is.
You've been nasty for like 25, 26 years. Like,
yeah. Going all the way back to, I think his first one was Detroit Rock City, right?
Yeah.
I think that was his first album.
I remember that premiere joint, Boom. That was in the late 90s. He's been nice that long. Like, definitely doesn't get the fanfare that I think he deserves. He's in my top 5. That motherfucker's nasty.
T-Bear jumped up in here. We still got to get you on EmceeTV, T-Bear. He said, all love and respect, my brothers.
Shout out to T-Bear, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, with that said, we're talking Royce. You know, this is a little dated question, but rank the Slaughterhouse members. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Okay. Well, you could tell by the last 5 minutes, I'm definitely going Royce 1.
Yep.
I might have to go Crooked 2.
Love it.
And this is gonna suck because I'm gonna end up putting Joe last, but I really like Joe.
Yep.
But that's just a collection of raw motherfuckers, so it's hard to rank it without feeling like you're disrespecting somebody. Because
we know it's all love, though. You know,
they're all dope.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I guess I'd have to go Royce, Crooked, Ortiz, Joe. I guess
Steve.
And it feels nasty to put Joe last because I really think he's dope. But yeah, I guess that's what we got to do.
Yeah, this one's a tough one because it makes you feel funny. We had a comment slide in real quick. Cap said, I was unpacking my stuff. He just got all his shit shipped back from Korea. He had to go to Wyoming and pick it up. He said, I was unpacking my stuff the other day and found the Kraken mixtape with Tripp Shelton. So
appreciate that.
Yeah, that's
Man.
pretty dope. So I think for me, I got Joel Ortiz at number 1, which again, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. I got he said that's the exact order I got too. He's talking about Tripp. I got Joel Ortiz. I got Royce, King Crooked. Oh, I don't know on that one. Fuck, that one's tough. I got Joel Ortiz. I got King
You fuck around
Crooked.
for Royce last, I'm coming over there.
Nah. I was fighting.
Coming over.
I was fighting for the number 2 spot. I was trying to decide whether it was King Crooked or fucking Royce. All right, King Crooked's number 2, Royce is 3. That doesn't feel right either. And then Joe Budden is number 4.
The list is number 1, King Crooked. Number 2, Royce the 5'9". Number 3, Joel Ortiz. Number 4, Joe Budden.
West Coast bias. No, I like Crooked though.
Hey, Crooked's my GOAT though. You know, obviously my GOAT is Pac, but I don't even say that anymore. I don't mention Pac in my top 5s or nothing because, you know, just people of my era. People of my era, we already know. Like, you know, I don't fuck with the Biggs and the Pacs and the list and shit. We already know where they're at. They're, you know.
Can I make you admit that Pac is not the GOAT?
I mean, you can make a case for it, but
okay, listen,
it's an emotional tie you can't break.
I found a loophole that I think I can make any person who says Pac is the GOAT. I think I can make them admit that he's.
I said my GOAT.
No, your GOAT, Ethan.
Okay,
I'll make you. I'll make you be honest with yourself.
Let's do it.
So, my girl's a real big Tupac fan, and this is how I break her heart with it.
Right.
I was having this conversation the other night. So, let's compare Pac to an MC of the same archetype. So, you're this aggressive, powerful presence. You a thug, but you also got, you know, you got a heavy heart and you're wrestling with God and you got something to say, you got a message. Tell me what Pac did better than DMX. What was he better at than DMX? What is he better? Break rap down into all the categories. What does he beat X at?
But didn't Tupac come before? Didn't Tupac come before DMX? So DMX could have taken his pedigree from Tupac.
I'm just saying, compare the careers. You know, regardless of who came first, what category of rap we're talking about? Is he a better delivery, better lyricism, better storytelling, better conveying emotion? What does he beat X at? And I don't think you can honestly sit there and say there's some things you could call a tie, like delivery. Those are two of the best deliveries of all time. But what category is he better than DMX? And I just don't think you can honestly say there's one skill of rap that he beats X at. And it's the same type of guy, so that's who you compare. It's like we comparing the two best shooting guards of all time, or whatever. Like, what does he beat X at? I think
that question is very subjective. You know what I'm saying? And I probably feel like
and
I feel like hearing you ask that question, you're probably a DMX fan.
I love X.
You know, okay. So there's that bias. I'll point that out.
Always be objective. Like, that is my thing. I will always be objective. So
yes, sir.
If I'm going through every skill you would associate with being a great MC,
yes, sir.
How many can we go through before we find one where Pac beats X? And I don't think there's one.
So Cap jumped in the comments. Sorry, Ray, I didn't mean to cut you off. He said Tupac dropped more albums posthumously.
Yeah. I mean, X's catalog would probably still be longer, you know.
And who knows? He could still have more records out there that people haven't dropped. But currently,
I think both MCs were very good at making songs that resonate with your soul and emotional ties and telling real stories. Now, if we're talking about content wise, that early Pac, that was black militant, you know what I'm saying? Power to the people, to the struggle, you know, like I don't really recall X getting into the struggle of the people, maybe the struggle of him personally in the hood, but Pac was like pro-black, uplifting the community at one point. And this is before the whole death row era. You know what I'm saying? So that's a pretty powerful movement, dog. And he was rapping that powerful shit, that one world shit. Like,
well, I think he got a lot of that influence from his mom because she was, and you know, the Black Panther, the Panther movement.
Nothing you're saying is wrong. I just don't know if that makes you a better MC because of like your content choice. You know, that's just what he chose. That's his belief system or whatever.
For sure.
I don't think
I'd
that
agree with that.
has anything to do with MCing. That's just, okay, he's militant, pro-black dude.
I said that to say that maybe his content can go a little deeper than what was displayed by X. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe I'll say that.
Maybe
I'm not trying to make the argument that he's a better MC.
But I feel like X he had a little depth in his own way, because his battle between God and the devil, he went into great detail about and was really deep. And that's not maybe something that I think Tupac did. So I mean, that's
the Damien series, for sure.
Yeah,
my only conflict with DMX, for me personally, I'm a dog guy, and then when they fucking, I don't remember who it was, whatever reason, they raided his house down in Arizona and they found like 9 dead dogs in the backyard buried, and I was just like, damn, like that's, and they were all pit bulls or whatever, you know what I mean? So it kind of felt like, yeah, are you fighting dogs, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Aside from that, I got mad love for DMX. I was all about the DMX following and the movement and everything. But that, you know what I mean? That part turned me off a little bit.
I'd have to say, spending as much time as I did in Florida, I didn't even know that dog fighting was actually illegal until Michael Vick got in trouble. And that's ignorance on my part, but I'm just saying there's a whole culture of people who look at dogs like disposable animals. And I'm just saying not everyone is jarred by, and that's the first I've heard of them finding dead dogs on X's property or whatever. I'm just saying that that's not a jarring thing to everyone, and maybe it should be. And like I said, that's my own ignorance, but it was just such a normal thing. I never even knew that was a crime, you know?
So I threw it into Google AI real quick, and it says, in August 2007, authorities raided rapper DMX's home in Cave Creek, Arizona, seizing 12 malnourished pit bulls and discovering the remains of 3 buried dogs. Okay, so I was off on the number.
What are you doing in Arizona?
I think that's get away with that there. Autopsies revealed severe wounds and signs of abuse on the carcasses. DMX later pleaded guilty to animal cruelty. Blah blah blah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You're supposed to do that in fucking Apopka, Florida somewhere. You're supposed to go high with that. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I've asked you this before. How do you feel about when you go to rap concerts or rappers rapping over vocals, or attending a concert and the rappers rapping over vocals?
My compromise would be, if you have a little backing for your hook, I'm okay with that. But man, I really do not want to hear someone rap over their complete lyrics. That's nuts to me. You're taking away an element of MCing, which is live performing, and you're not holding yourself accountable to remember and perform your own lyrics.
This is true,
man.
So go ahead.
You don't even have to rehearse
or
listen to your own music if you're just gonna rock the backing track the whole time. I've never. I've rocked with a light backing on a hook maybe before, especially if I'm going to be performing completely solo and I've got no hype man to help me carry the hook. Because anybody who performs, Ray, maybe you do this, maybe you don't. I kind of like to recharge during the hook portion so I can hit the next verse. So if I can spend less energy during the hook and let my hype man really carry it, I'll come back with my verse. That's how I want to do it. So if you got a little backing on your hook, I okay. But man, you talking about 3 16-bar verses of you spitting over, like, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Like, show me you can carry it. That's why I love when niggas just hop on stage and do acapella. Like, that's MCing. That's real. You know, that's what it's about. Can you perform these lyrics? Or you just write them down and record them in 9 takes over a 16-bar verse? Ray, you know how bad I am about taking a punch.
Right.
You record me plenty of times. I'm like, nah, I can knock the whole shit out in one shot. Nah,
bro, it's good. It sounds good.
You're on bar 29 to 32, and it was all perfect. You sure you want? Yeah, run that shit.
Right.
Okay, so that's MCing though. That's
This is
insane.
Holy shit.
This is a perfect
Am
opportunity.
I lying? Am I like that?
Not at all.
I've seen you in the studio as well. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Me and Vern, who you know I record with Vern more than anybody, and me and Vern, we call it. If he ever sees this, he'll crack up. We call it touching the dick because we feel like it just feels like gross, like to take.
They said it feels gross.
So I'll get deep. I'll be like, man, I'm gonna have to touch a dick on this one. And Vern will be like, all right, yeah, let's do it.
Nah,
for real, that's what we call it.
Y'all niggas crazy.
And gross to take a punch because I'm not getting it
Hell
all.
no.
That's what
I
we
ain't fucking with you, Tripp.
Okay, so this
so
is
every time you punch in, I think you touch the dick.
I ain't fucking with you, Tripp.
T-Bear hit the practice, or T-Bear hit the comments. He said, "Practice, baby. It's your exercise before the performance, and it shows."
T-Bear also hit him with the pause because this is exactly what this moment needs.
It's warranted, but you know I don't give a fuck.
So this is a perfect opportunity because I got Ray on here that performs a lot, and we heard about the glory days of you and Gadima when we had Daggers on here, but there's a whole generation that missed out on getting to see you perform live, Tripp. So what would it take to get you back on a stage? Because like I said, there's a lot of people that never got to see you. They get to hear you.
I'd have to have new material that's concert friendly. I don't want to perform my old shit more than like a song here and there. And the things that I've done recently, so like I did Jan's Boy, that's not concert friendly. That's a smoke something, ride, sit on your couch type of deal. And Crash Out Kings, I guess some of that's probably concert friendly, but it was just a temper tantrum album, you know? So if I were to make some things that I was really excited about, I'd perform again. But I never really loved the stage because for me, it was just stress. I loved when it was over. I loved when the show's completed and we rocked it and it's good. I've never been a natural performer, so much practice went into it and so much worry of fucking up a line or forgetting something. I would just practice. I was never natural. So it'd be so stressful. Every concert would feel like walking out of the tunnel on Friday night before a football game. And it was never easy. It was never just fun. So I liked the part where it was done and we got to drink and go fuck bitches. Like that was what I couldn't wait for that part. I hated the actual performance. So it would take me having some new material that I was excited about performing.
Okay. Ray,
we spoke about it too, man. You know, I've tried to a couple times 2 years ago, I've tried to pull him out on some secretive shit and, you know, do a big shebang, you know, and I almost got him one time.
Right, Ray. It ain't about I'm not against it. It's just got to be the right thing.
Yeah.
And when it's the right thing, I'll know it and you'll know it. And
for sure.
It's got to be right. That's all.
Ray, how do you feel like it when you go into a show?
So when I go into a show, man, I'm one of the guys that I want to get it over with. You know what I'm saying? I don't like performing late on the bill. If it's up to me, I want to open the show. I want to be the first rapper to set the tone for all the shows. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't want to be the middle guy or the last guy. You know what I'm saying? If it's me and T-Bear, we like to go first. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if we're on a Nice Enough show, Nice Enough typically do it how they organize the openers, who sells the most tickets. So if you sell the most tickets, you get to go the latest. I'm the type of guy, I can sell the most tickets and I'll still volunteer to go first. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
You want to get right to it.
I want to get right to it and set the tone because I know how we're coming. You know what I'm saying? We're not rapping over vocals. We're not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to set the bar high. If you're going to come behind us and then rap over vocals, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's on you.
Hey, Ray, not to derail you. I'm going to let you get back to what you're saying, but does it feel like when the Cowboys play the Sunday night game, you got to wait all goddamn day? You just want to play it and get that shit over with at noon. That's what it's like, ain't it? Is that the same feeling?
That's crazy.
Man, run this shit at noon. I
don't on everything.
All fucking day. All the
on everything.
like that.
We're gonna talk about them Cowboys too, damn it. Damn Cowboys. But yeah, dog. And I love performing, I love performing. Selling tickets, that's a grind. I don't think people realize how hard it is to actually sell tickets, to get people to spend money and want to come outside of their house just to see you rap and then see maybe a whole bunch of people they've never heard of rap,
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to do, man. And you need a real support system to do that shit.
There's no salesman in me, brother. I have never even tried to sell tickets.
It's tough, dog.
Somebody else's job every time.
Man, it's tough.
So there was a recent article or video that surfaced of Lupe Fiasco doing an interview, and he said that he thought he had better bars than Kendrick, but Kendrick had a better team. He said Kendrick gets better beats, Kendrick has a better push, and Kendrick has a bigger team. But he said, if we're going bar for bar, I think I got him. What are your thoughts on that?
That's crazy. I don't think that's crazy at all. Shit,
I've never done a deep enough dive on Lupe to really properly rank him like that. But there's no way you can say that and not come off like a bitter ass nigga. There's just no way. Even if it's the truth, which I'm not saying it's not, because like I said, I've never studied Lupe like that. You cannot say that without coming off sounding salty. There's no fucking way.
And I don't know how the host set it up, because you don't get to see that part in the snippet that I saw. So he may have kind of baited him a little bit, and of course Lupe can't just concede and be like, "Oh yeah, he's better." You know what I mean? You got to defend your name a little bit, but at the same time, like he seems very confident in his answer. He didn't kind of skirt around it.
I mean, there's a lot of niggas who make a living off rap who can't fuck with me, but I can't sit there and there's no way you can sit there and say that shit without sounding bitter. You just got to eat that shit. I've been eating it for a long time. You can't hop on some interview and say that without sounding like a fucking hater. So it is what it is.
So if somebody was just to ask you, like, just a person that you would eat, somebody that's not super lyrically inclined in the industry, but they've made it, they're famous, and
I ain't gonna lie,
demolish them. Okay, talk to me now.
I'm also
talk to me, man.
I'm also not in the position that he's in. He's someone. A million people are gonna see that. Me and you talking about this right here, it ain't gonna be seen. It's like that, not to that level. It's fine. But no, when you're in that position, you gotta zip them lips, or you sound like a hater.
I dig that.
T-Bear jumped up in here. He said Lupe got fire, but he's been on this since the Control verse.
Yeah. And I like Lupe, man. Chicago in the building, and I think it's like all this rap shit is subjective, dog. Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
This shit crazy as fuck, man.
And I feel like Lupe is independent or definitely on a label smaller than Universal. It's an offshoot of Universal, whereas Interscope, Universal, Kendrick, and Lupe did say this, but you know what I mean? When you got that big of a team pushing you, you're doing arenas, you got that big of a fan base, the noise overshadows the other noise. You know what I mean? It's just,
I mean, a lot of the entire industry is about the marketing machine.
Without a doubt.
People want to be told what to like. And I'm not saying that applies to Kendrick. I'm just saying in general, people are always waiting for cues to be told what to like. And that's probably the only gripe that I have with my city that I love so much. Like, I'm probably the most proud Des Moines native there is, but Des Moines still waits to be told what's okay to like. And I hate that, because even hip hop wise, we have our own sound, but we're afraid to jump.
Elaborate on that. What do you mean when we have what is our own sound? What do you mean by that exactly?
I don't know if I can define it. I just know that it doesn't sound like it's bitten off of anywhere else.
Well, and this is a perfect opportunity, because I had a question I was going to ask you, and I want to pose this to both of you. But Tripp, since you're already talking, you can take it first if you want. What do you think has held us back from putting somebody on the national stage out of Des Moines?
We have small dick mentality when it comes to pride in our own state and our own city. We got little dick mentality when it comes to this place. We don't think it's good enough to have anything. Okay, on a broader scale, I'll try not to get too far off the tracks here. but this is an example that always comes to mind about how Des Moines thinks. When they built Wells Fargo Arena, they consulted with the NCAA, and they wanted to know what the requirements were to host the Final Four in Des Moines. And they said, as long as you got 20,000 seats, you'll be in consideration. And they put 18,000 in there when they built it. Why are you sticking with this small man? You know, this is not a small place. The metro area is 750,000 people. That is not a small town. We have small town mentality. We wait for our cues from everyone else on what to like with fashion, with music, we have to have pride in this place and understand and think of it as a destination, not a flyover or pass through. But everyone's got this mentality. So when we get an artist, we're scared to push them until there's some kind of outside approval. And that's why people are born from here, come up from here, can't find any success, move somewhere else and find success because they're not afraid to like it out there. They don't need permission. They can just like what they like. And here, everyone seems to need permission. I was in Florida when Plies came up. I was here in college with dudes from Florida, and I was going back and forth to Florida. And I thought Plies was not an impressive MC, but he's from Fort Myers, and people from Fort Myers were like, someone's going to represent us. And they just shoved him into the forefront because that's what they wanted. No one does that here. No one wants to push forward whoever's going to represent us. I'd be very proud if someone from here who I felt represented us properly made it. And there's no bitterness from me as the guy who wanted to be that guy for so long. I don't even have any bitterness. If someone could really rap and really stand up for us and had some momentum, I'd be right behind pushing. Good, go do it. Someone needs to go do it for us. Go take it. It doesn't have to be me. I don't care. I want someone to change the way this place is viewed.
I agree with that. And I would say that, so I'm not from Des Moines. Everybody knows that, but I've been here. I've lived here longer than I've lived anywhere else. 23 years, 24 years so far. And you know, I was so excited when we had 3 dudes from Iowa as a state going into the NBA draft this year, being Bennett Sturtz, Taman Lipsey, who's actually from Ames and grew up there and played for Iowa State and was in the draft, and Joshua Jefferson. You know what I mean? I was so excited that they were going to the national stage to represent us. You know what I mean? And I think I would hope that a lot of other people felt the same way, but I agree with you. I don't know that we necessarily support the Ray Wests and the Tripp Sheltons as much as we should to push them to the forefront and give them the confidence to make them feel like they could be our representatives on the national stage in hip hop.
Yep. There's just no support, man. No one wants to, if you made a dope album and you put it up for 25 cents, no one even wants to go through the process of like clicking and putting in the payment to pay 25 cents for your shit. You know what I mean?
I got to download the app.
Yeah. You know, too many steps. We're so ashamed to love ourselves. And maybe I'm getting real. Maybe I just had a man in the mirror moment. Like maybe this is deeper than Des Moines, but Des Moines is afraid to love itself. But I love Des Moines. I love it.
Me too. I think we got something special out here. Ray?
Man, I think the hip hop community is just a very small percentage of what Iowa is, and that's why we haven't made it. Des Moines, Iowa as a whole is not a hip hop state. Okay, so you're not going to get the massive support because what us as hip hoppers, what we deem as the representation of Iowa isn't the broad representation of Iowa. You know what I'm saying? You got Eastern Iowa folks, Northern Iowa folks, farmers. Like that's not the representation, this gangster shit that we look like. Okay, so that, in my opinion, that's going to make it way harder to pop out of Iowa when you know what I'm saying, because our culture is a very small percentage of what Iowa actually is.
But I would argue that is the case in a lot of places who have had success also.
And that could be true. That could be true. But my opinion is you're going to have to go to a major hip hop hub and then bring it back home.
Now,
Yeah.
what about some of the people that have tried to do it in the past? What do you think? I mean, I would say that the chemist joint, the Iowa joint, was. I mean, it got some traction there for a minute. People kind of got
I
behind
mean,
that
that
one.
did good on YouTube. But
Yeah,
if
Yeah.
people on, if like, okay, our biggest star everybody knows is Bangladesh.
Yep.
At Bangladesh's caliber right now, Bangladesh can wake up today and decide, you know what? I'm going back to Iowa. I'm about to build me a fucking mansion in Waukee, and I'm about to set up shop in Iowa, and I'm about to put my ear to the street. Like he has the juice to, put some
Yep.
big eyes on Iowa. Like it takes, you got to go get it and then bring it back home and establish it. In my opinion.
And on that note, there is no scenario, none, where I could reach that status and not do that. Priority number one would be swinging it back home.
I feel that.
If it was me.
Okay,
And,
now that goes back to what you just said though. Previously, okay, let's go back to you said there's no support here.
There's not.
Nobody
And
supports
I wish we could
me.
change that part. I wish we could change that part.
Okay,
But
now imagine if you go somewhere else,
Yep.
you blow up. Why am I obligated to bring it back here to a place that has no support for me?
You're not obligated. You're not.
You know what I'm saying though?
Not
Why are
obligated
we
at
mad
all.
at Bangladesh? Like
I didn't say I was.
I'm not talking
just
about you
saying-
specifically.
No, I'm just saying if it was me, I'm still gonna swing it back home. Even if home didn't support me,
Yeah.
I would make it so that no one has to go through what I went through, so that someone could rise up from here organically. I'm not bigger than the program.
I'm of that belief system, but I also understand somebody.
No, he's done nothing wrong.
Yeah, I understand when somebody else leaves and go gets it, and then they don't feel like they have to bring it back because y'all didn't support me when I was here anyway.
Nope, they absolutely don't have to.
I agree with that.
I definitely would.
We do see a lot of people doing that right now. Dr. Dre's building the schools in Compton and working on that. Cap jumped in here with a comment real quick. He said, my cousin and I noticed the same thing in Wyoming when we promoted things with our name attached. People without our name attached, people loved it. When they realized it was local, all the promotion stopped. Not just with music, but any independent venture we started. People that know you feel like you ain't shit because they ain't shit, and they know you personally, so it can't be important.
It's hard for people to see you as a star or successful when they grew up with you in the same town. Like you're just a regular person to them. Yeah, like I grew up with you, bro. We play sports together. Like you're not this successful rapper, dude. You're whoever that works at the fucking plant. You know what I'm saying?
See you around the way.
If I can go deeper than rap here for a minute, how do we not have some billionaire, because we do have billionaires
for sure?
How do we not have some billionaire who's stomping his feet for us to get a professional franchise of some sort? We absolutely can support it. Without question, we can.
I think Iowa did put in something for when the Bears were trying to relocate.
Someone needs to be.
I did hear that as well.
Iowa was in on the Bears when they were relocating.
Mark Cuban guy. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mark Cuban dumped all that money into Indiana because he graduated from there, and then they win a fucking national championship. Where's our fucking Mark Cuban that wants us to have a professional sports franchise?
I believe he's here. He just doesn't have our interest. He's just doing different shit.
That sucks.
I suppose the closest would be the Come and Go guy that's building that soccer stadium off MLK Parkway in downtown Des Moines.
Mm-hmm.
And they invested all the money to build that. But I guess he also owns Des Moines Menace. So he's started off with Des Moines Menace, pumped that up, and now he's like, we're gonna go bigger. Let's do the MLS team.
Because if you ever have a doubt whether or not this state could support a professional sports franchise, you need look no farther than Hawkeye fans who will show up Tuesday at 10 a.m. in Alaska, 40,000 deep if there's a bowl game. You know what I mean? We will definitely support something from here. Most people from here are proud of here, but they just don't properly know how to express it, I guess,
I'd agree with that.
We can definitely support a pro franchise, preferably football. This is more of a football state than anything else. But
T-Bear dropped us a comment. He said, if I can still shake your hand on a daily basis, you're still local, baby.
Slice of humble pie.
Okay, so now this is a perfect opportunity. And as a guy that strayed away from sports for so many years, I keep bringing up goddamn sports. But Tripp, you brought up a memorable point from one of the last interviews we did with you, and I don't even remember why we were talking about soccer. But with the World Cup going on right now, there's been a lot of focus and talk about soccer. And I remember you saying soccer wasn't a thing as much when you were a kid, but you were like, we could have dominated in that sport. You know what I mean? We had so much potential. And I've heard a lot of people say, if we continue to go the way we're going in the World Cup, that it's going to change the perspective on soccer in the United States, because globally it's the biggest sport in the world. And I don't know why we got on this topic last time, but either way, I just wanted both of you guys' perspective on soccer, and do we think that the U.S. will get involved in that, or do you think that basketball, baseball, and hockey are going to try and keep the focus on them because they don't want to share the pie?
Ray, I'll let you go first because I'm about to get long-winded on this topic. if you got something to say,
I'm a soccer right to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about no soccer, no football. I don't know nothing about none of that shit. The World Cup means nothing to me. I know my kid likes to play soccer.
That shit he's saying right now is the only thing stopping us from taking over. And when you bring this up to someone from another country, because I've had these discussions on Twitter, and they'll be like, "Oh, you think you can just hand a guy a soccer ball, at 20 years old and think he's going to be a great soccer player?" That's not what I'm saying. If we develop the interest in soccer where it's our number one sport, and I'm putting a soccer ball in your crib instead of a football or a basketball, everyone else is done. Quote me on this. I don't give a fuck. We have the best athletes, the best athletic ability in the world. It's just a matter of if we chose to prioritize soccer like everyone else. If soccer gets into the impoverished communities, hang it up. It's over. If every Derrick Rose, every Allen Iverson, every Tyreek Hill grows up with a soccer ball, the rest of you are fucking done. Every Barry Sanders, every Deion Sanders, y'all can hang it the fuck up. You will never have a chance again if we decide we love soccer that much. We just don't. And I missed out because my athletic skill set equates to soccer really well. It translates really well. But I grew up in the soccer is gay era, and I never played. And it sucks, but that's how it's viewed. If we ever change the view, everyone can hang it the fuck up. It'll look just like Olympic basketball when we give a fuck. When we're not sending the fucking C team over, when we're sending the dream team, it'll look just like that if we choose for it to. But,
I could believe that.
I don't think it'll ever catch on like that, and that's okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Soccer wasn't popular when I was growing up. When I was growing up, it was baseball, basketball, and football, and track type shit.
Hey, I got wrestling is gayed out of wrestling because everybody act like wrestling was some. I probably would have been a really good wrestler. Everything about my athletic skill set says that wrestling would have made sense for me, but it's the way we view things, and that's probably why a lot of kids miss out on soccer or miss out on wrestling or whatever. It's not cool.
I got something I wanted to ask you. Okay, so when you were rapping and it was the current era, like right in your prime era, think that. Okay. As close to your prime as there was with social media.
Yep.
Okay. Were people making lists of, the top rappers and shit like that? And if they were making lists like that, how do you think that influences the hip hop community? Do you think that's healthy? Do you think that's just clickbait shit or childish? Or where's your take on best rapper lists?
It was happening then. I remember it happening, and I just felt like it didn't have any impact. It just didn't matter. It's just people talk. It just never. I can't think of a way it was impactful. It was just something to do. Everyone's got an opinion. Sometimes I'd be on the list, sometimes I wasn't, but I don't think it had much impact at all.
I hear you. What about you, Steve? What do you think of them?
The best rappers lists.
Yeah, those types of lists.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were still having those good discussions amongst me and Nuisance and homies as we were growing up and stuff. Like, I mean, there was debates, Biggie or Tupac. Who was better? Who was better? You know what I mean? And so there was a lot of that stuff when we were kids because there was the whole East Coast West Coast thing going on, and it was very segregated like that. You know what I mean? And so it was like, oh, well, if you like this guy, you can't like this guy, or this guy's the great and this guy's not, and so there was a lot of that. Or some people, you know what I mean, just hit you out of left field and go Wu-Tang. But
I love a good list. I love a list and a debate that goes with it. I love it, but it don't mean anything.
You're right. Okay.
That's true. That's true. Well,
I'll sit up with motherfuckers and talk about sports lists all day. You want to talk about a list on some sports? We go all night, and I'll have a great time. I love a list. I love me a list.
Okay, so all right, so let's okay, Ray, that's a perfect segue into this Des Moines list that popped up recently. It got shared by a couple people. Tripp, I don't know if anybody sent it your way because it was okay. Yeah. What do you guys think about the list? I mean, obviously there's some talented MCs on there. There's some people, knock on wood, no disrespect. There's some people on there I wasn't even familiar with. And so
it was a list of 25, right?
Yeah.
24 I didn't know. I just know Giuliano. And listen, again, that is my own ignorance. Right. That's no one's fault. That's me not having my ear to the street. So that's not disrespect. I don't know them. That's just me. Me being an old man and just working my job and not having my ear to the street. So I'm not disrespecting none of y'all. That's not what I'm doing. You ain't got to come for me.
His name is Tripp Shelton.
Oh, no.
I'm not disrespecting any of y'all. So if you take it that way, whatever happens afterwards,
is he done for? Wants to know why he ain't on the list.
Ay, caramba. Whatever. No, I don't know what to tell you, but no disrespect. I know Giuliano. I don't know anyone else, but I'm not on active duty.
Yeah.
I'm in the reserves, bro. I'm retired. I'm not on active duty. I don't know what's going on in the city right now. So, my bad.
I'm a little shocked that Ray didn't make the list. I mean, cut you off. I'm going to go ahead and just say it. There's a lot of people that got a lot of motion in the city right now. And, I work a lot too. So, I'm not always tapped in to see everything everybody's doing. I'm familiar with Giuliano, and there was a handful of other people on there that I knew. But there was some names that, again, no disrespect, I ain't talking trash on anybody, but they could have got stats off of SoundCloud, and these people, you know what I mean? Like, I may not know who these people are, so to speak, and so, and maybe there were just people I probably would have expected to see on the list that were not on it. I guess maybe that's a better way to put it.
It's like asking us to explain what's going on at the local high school. I don't mean that disrespectfully.
No, I know you don't, but
it's like 2 full generations older than I don't know. I just don't. Like, I don't know what's going on in East right now. I don't know who's going to win prom king at East. That's exactly what this is for me. I'm 44 years old, bro. This has nothing to do with me. It's not their fault. I'm not disrespecting anyone. This is not my game.
So I will start by saying I think the list is doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, the list is supposed to get a ton of shares, get everybody arguing and, conversing. And I think they're starting a new platform. So they did right by that. Hey, secondly, I can't be upset about anybody on the list because from my knowledge, I think that you had to submit to even be qualified to be on the list.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So there's that.
Makes a big difference.
And it does for me because when I first saw the list, I looked at it and, I knew most of those guys. I would say there's probably 5 on there that I never heard of, but I knew most of those guys and, a lot of those guys are active and working and it's the newer sound. It's a newer sound. It's a newer wave of artists. It's a younger guy. It's a young man's game, man.
That's funny. He better just put that in the chat. In the Ray West voice.
There are some young guys who can really, really rap. And as long as it's one of those who represents us, I will support that fully. I'm not saying I'm not of this belief that no one under 30 can rap. I don't feel that way at all. But who can rap and who can't. It doesn't have to be my style. I know when a motherfucker's spitting, I don't care how they're doing it. When a motherfucker's really putting words together, I will bow and respect that shit. There's 20-year-old rappers right now who can really fucking rap. And that's okay. If one of them is who makes it out of here, they will have nothing but support from me.
Me too.
I only care that the first one through the door can hold their own if they're challenged, because we won't get a second opportunity. We will be
and
judged.
y'all are right, dog. You're right about putting words together, but I think the type of music that will be successful is our style of putting words together is not popular. You know what I'm saying?
But can't you talk about perks and put words together real good while you do it?
The sound today,
I swear I will.
The sound today is real melodic, auto-tune, like, you know what I'm saying? Like people barring out.
Just rap
people
good.
barring out, dog.
Rap
like
good. I don't even care what you're talking about. Just rap good. Just
Hey, man.
rap good. Just rap
it's more
good.
about the swag, bro. It's more about.
I hate that. I don't want the art form to die.
It's not forefront. It exists. It will always exist. You know what I'm saying? But it's not forefront. It's not what's going to make you blow. People are not listening for your straight bars. They're listening to this swag and the flyness of it and the melodic of it. You know, it's a different time right now, man.
Do you
like
think
music evolves?
Will it get back to that? Do you think the focus is gonna come back to bars?
I don't. I think bars will always exist, but I think its time at the front is over. You know,
You don't think
the lane will always be there, but now it's a different type of rap. It's a softer rap. It's a cooler rap. It's a flyer rap. You feel me?
Our rap can't be bell bottoms. It can't
Our
come
rap
back.
It
can't come
it'll
back.
exist. You know, people will always get into it. Just like, you know, you got young guys that are into boom bap rap, you know, like people are always going to be in the lane of bars. You know, that's a major thing, but it's just not forefront. That's not what's going to sell records or get you on anymore.
I just like hearing people rhyme words in a real clever fashion. That's all. Like, that's my only requirement. And I don't care what it looks like from a sonic perspective or your content matter. You could talk about anything. I just want to hear people rapping good. It's that simple. Rap good. I want you to rap good.
I support that.
We got a young man right now by the name of Fly Life. You know, he's got a lot of buzz in Des Moines. Big supporters, you know.
I will check him out.
Yeah, he's got we just did an interview on GFGTV. He's Underdog and Melo's little brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to check him out. I'm not a hater as much as it probably seems like I am.
I don't get that from you, bro.
Represented properly, and
I don't get that from you.
Properly, I'll support the shit out of that, man. My time's over. You know, my time's done. I can't be the guy, so I just want the guy to be what I deem to be a good guy. I don't care.
You never know, Tripp.
I was gonna say you don't really believe that, do you, homie?
Statistically looking, your time is over. You're right. The outlook doesn't look good, but all it takes is somebody like Steve or me to just come up overnight and get that big paper, and I'm coming for you.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I tell all the legends that, all the Des Moines goats, you know what I'm saying? You might think your time is up, and you're probably right. But boy, if I come into some paper overnight,
it's trouble.
Nigga, I'm giving you a record deal, bro, and I'm gonna put you with the people, and you're gonna put together one of the best albums. Like,
do you know how cool it would be just to make what I make at my job from rap?
Yes, I'm telling you, I will make it happen.
Like I make like 140, 150 a year. It fluctuates. Do you know how cool it would be to just rap and I think I'm worth that.
Yeah,
I'm worth that. That's not 150 million. That's 150,000. I think I'm worth that at rap. Why can't that be my job?
I'm sure Steve would do it too, dog.
In a heartbeat.
Crazy. So you still got the window still cracked, nigga.
It's real slim.
It's slim.
I'm looking through that motherfucker. It's razor thin, brother.
It's thin, bro, but it's still open. It's still open.
I don't know if you can slide a penny through there right now.
We might be to a dime right now, but still.
We're gonna be trying to put liquid through that bitch soon. Like we're almost down to can water get through?
I'm bringing some WD-40. We're gonna open it back up.
Yeah, you're talking about still, man. So yeah, that's what I want to do, man. If I ever got bread, dog, like all the super talented the super talented MCs and OGs in Des Moines, man, I would throw them that bag. I would put them in a high class studio with the best producers, man, and build something for Iowa. All this shit would be based in Iowa. Yeah, bro. Like all Iowa based.
I'd get all the killers. I'd make everybody rock for like 2 years.
That shit would be crazy dope, dog, wouldn't it?
Yeah, man, I would too. Hey, what's that fucking movie, The Expendables, where they go get all the like washed tough guys and they're like, one more time. Like,
one more time.
I think they have 4 of those movies now.
I'm gonna get everybody, bitch. Gadima Depth, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Exactly.
Come on, we're going.
Exactly.
Everybody, let's go. Yeah.
To the top.
See, nigga, I'm going to get Koki G. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I'm finna go holler at my OG Heat the Hustler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man, it's going down.
One time. We're gonna do it.
Down. That shit will be fire as fuck. I go holler at Tino Ali, put the local legends together real quick. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
CP, where you at? We need some
singing. You know it.
Bro, there's some talent out here.
Yeah, man.
There's some talent, without a doubt.
You want to take us home, Steve-O?
Yes, sir. Man, Tripp, I appreciate you coming on. If we can make this a regular thing, shit, you have an open invitation anytime you would like to jump on here with us, bro.
I'm good every 2 weeks, man.
Hell yeah.
I can commit to that. I'm down. Every 2 weeks.
Fire.
World, you heard that.
We're gonna hold him to it. We're gonna hold him to it.
Hell yeah.
Beat me if I lie.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much to everybody that tuned in today. There was a lot of y'all. There was a whole lot of y'all. This your boy Wilson for EmceeTV, and I'm passing it off to the rest of the crew.
This your boy Big Ray West, Bigg, representing the west side of Des Moines, Iowa, not to be confused with the West Coast, and they know.
Tripp Shelton, One Man Gang. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Don't forget to tune in. Ring that bell, hit like, share your friends, and tell your friends, because this was a great episode, and we got a lot more coming. Concerned Citizen said, I got here late, but I felt the love. T-Bird said, great show, fellas. Until next time, we are out. Peace, y'all.
We've been known to snatch a piece or two. Y'all can't take over, cause we gon' eat the you. Rock steady like a ginger brought Aretha through. This shit torture, and I'ma keep feeding you. On that East Coast shit, y'all better duck down. Price on his dome, 5 on it like yuck mouth. When the plug get knocked, that's when the price jumps. American Nightmare, that's where the Spice won. Rappers running like Ricky in the alleyway. Putting an end to the week, no Saturday. They want static, get it shaking like Cassius Clay. Passionate thugs mixing Douce with Alizé. Don't play with us. Them moves ain't got you safe enough. Yelling fuck them like Smokey off the angel dust. My life so real, sounds like I made it up. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Dangerous, sharper than a razor's touch. We hit that strip and get the caking up. God hate ugly, so ain't no saving us. Been up so long, I don't remember waking up. Big balls don't